when you're playing a character like this Benedict Arnold of sorts, as an actor, how did you make sure to portray his flaws, but at the same time, like humanize him and make him relatable?
Yeah, I wanted to hint around to his thrill-seeking nature and his his cunning and
Mhm.
quick-wittedness and apparent intelligence, but also hint around to maybe his more vulnerable sides, and that he might have been in direct conflict with some of the things he had to do, and that was written into script a little bit, but some of it was also just my interpretation of how someone must have to be being aligned with the beauty that was the Black Panther Party.
Yeah, yeah. And in general, how much did you know about Chairman Fred's story, specifically O'Neill's involvement and the FBI? Did you know a lot of that before going into this film?
No, not a lot about it. I'd seen little things like I saw Eyes on the Prize, so I saw the man before, but I didn't really know the extent to which he was related. I didn't know that he'd become security captain and things of that nature.
And was it easy for you to tap into O'Neill's paranoia while, filming it and being on set? Like, was it easy for you to like going in and out of this character? Or did you, have to get into a different mindset when trying to feel those things that he felt during these, volatile times?
Yeah, I mean, for me as an actor, one of the hardest things to do is to play scared.
Mm,
It's just a strange sense. Like being scared is so visceral. I mean, it's so like guttural. It just comes from a place that's not can't be intellectualized. So you have to find, for me, something that puts you in that headspace. So you sometimes, you got to go to some interesting places. I'll put it that way. Try and find, find it. You just got to imagine some things. There might be some scenes where I'm just imagining, te- basically, I'm imagining everyone's a monster to some extent.
yeah, yeah.
And so it puts you in that space.
That's an interesting analogy because that opening scene kind of caught me off guard, and then I felt like I was in trouble when they like the knife came through the top of the car. Like that's some I imagine that takes a lot to like get in that headspace and feel like your life's actually in danger.
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of just got to try and forget everything and focus on what's happening in the moment.
What do you hope people learn the most from this film? Because again, I feel like we kind of know like a general like surface level about Hampton and the Panthers and his work and stuff, but we really don't know like the story that's being presented in this film. A lot of new revelations for a lot of people. So, what overall do you hope that people would take away from the film?
Yeah, I just hope people come to know who Fred Hampton was, what his legacy was. Chairman Fred Hampton, actually. His son, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., always insisted we put Chairman in front of it, which exactly we should. Um, that they get to know who Chairman Fred Hampton is and what his legacy is and what he left behind and the fight that continues with his family and yeah, that they have an intimate understanding and they realize that he's not all the propaganda stuff. He's much more than that.